Yo, hello guys, Afam here, looking at council fight on heroic, just checking a random VOD, just zapping through, looking at the abilities, pointing out what's important. At the end of the video, I'm also covering the mythic overlap, but the fight is almost similar. Alright, zapping through, we have 3 bosses. First thing to note is that we always keep the bear, called Urktos, on top of either Pip or Erwin, doesn't matter which one. And we always cleave off not Urktos. So in this case, if he's on Pip, we always cleave off Pip onto Urktos. The reason is because the bear is always in cleave range, he will get lower automatically, and that way we can kill them all 3 at the same time, which is required in like a 20 seconds distance. Frontline the tank, I think it follows, just try that out. Make sure to dodge it, apparently it's a bit bigger than the animation is. So melees, just watch out to not get clipped. I'm not entirely sure if the charge from Urktos on Heroic needs to be split by 2 groups as well. That might be in Mythic, where you get the debuff. But in general, it needs to be soaked. But looking at the VOD, we can see these flowers spawn randomly across the room. Those, I believe, are just circles that need to get out. I'm not entirely sure, actually. And maybe we can see if you have a blue arrow above your head, you'll get transformed into a duck. These ducks we use to get rid of all these flowers on the ground. You get a new set of action bars. Maybe we'll see this in this VOD at some point. We can see he runs over, he soaks. He can soak like 3 or 4 depending on how many stacks you have on the debuff. And then instead of waiting 20 seconds until you get out of the duck, you have an extra button as well where you can click. And everybody you hit in your circle will get transferred in the duck as well. We use this mechanic to transform one person always into a new duck who can clear these. And to indicate who should clear this, we have ranged position them close to these flowers. So imagine there's a range pre-positioned here. This duck would know, okay, I'm gonna run onto the range, make him into a duck, and he can clear those. Fairly easy. One thing to mention is for Pip's ultimate, we will need to stand inside of one flower. That's why we always try to keep one of the flowers in the middle. We always keep one of them in the middle and not clear them. But all the other flowers we can clear because they stack a rate damage dot. Okay, we've also seen, let me check what's happening here. This is, I believe, the Dryad's ultimate. Maybe not yet, actually. It's a bit of a clusterfuck even to look at, more so to play. So it's, in general, just important to know what's happening. And once we know that, it's very easy. We can see Urktos is causing Blinding Rage. That's his ultimate. He's gonna channel raid-wide damage, basically. To stop it, we transform him into a duck, so one of the ducks needs to get under the boss. Click his button to transform everybody in range. Obviously, all melees stand outside. And especially Mythic, this needs to be happen as soon as he transforms, basically. They're not doing a really great job here. All these flowers are up as well. But we can see he got transformed. A ton of people got transformed as well. We won't do that. Just play it clean, one guy transform, and that's it. Then the Dryad ultimate, I'm not sure if you've seen it yet. She's basically channeling vines on everybody that grabs everybody towards her. It just deals damage, impairs your movement, not that hard. And Pip's ultimate is that he channels raid-wide damage. He gives a debuff on you, actually. And in order for you to clear that debuff, you need to take damage. That's why we have one of the flowers in the middle. Once Pip starts casting his ultimate, we stand inside of this flower, take damage until the debuff is gone. And that's it. So these mechanics happen throughout the fight. Important to know is just keep an eye on the boss's energy. Ideally, you will have your boss frame setup to see their energy, so you always know what's gonna happen next. Bigwigs probably has it as well. And it's also important to constantly clear all those flowers to not get too many stacks. So range, keep an eye out. Pre-position. Ducks, keep an eye out, eat them fast, make someone else to a duck, and then keep the ultimates in mind. One thing I haven't mentioned is the charge. At the very beginning, I said on Mythic, you will need to do 2 groups and soak, alternate the soaks, because you split the damage basically. I'm not sure if it's on Heroic as well. I do believe on Heroic you don't get a debuff, so just a couple of people need to soak that charge. And also for tanks, that charge is as well how you stop that Riyadh ultimate where she pulls everybody. Yeah, whole fight, if you have a look at Mythic as well, there's some overlaps. Overlap number 1 on Mythic is Urktos and the Dryad casting their ultimates. If I could have prepared it, we might have seen it here. But once the bear casts his ultimate, we transform him into a duck instantly. One of the groups, I think group 2, needs to be ready for the soak as well. That happens right after that. And all this happens while we are getting dragged to the Dryad, which we're gonna stop with the charge. So the tank has to aim their charge towards the Dryad. Maybe I can find it right here so we can have a look at it, how it looks. I think that's it actually. Never mind, that's on pull. Just give me a second to find it. I'm not gonna edit this video. But maybe I should have. Okay, you don't get a picture, I can't find it. But that's the first overlap on Mythic. The second one is Pip plus Dryad. Or Dryad. Again, as I said with Pip, she gets basically a shield on top of you that you need to get rid of with damage intake. So we clear all the flowers before that, except we keep one in the middle up. This is the one we use to step into, get rid of the Pip's ultimate. And then the Dryad, she just drags us, deals damage, and we need to hit her with the charge. So cast ultimate, stand inside. Group 1 needs to soak the bear charge, it's on the Dryad. Easy as that. Third one is bear and Pip. Again, with Pip, we clear the flowers, keep one in the middle. The bear, we have a duck ready to instantly stop his ultimate. And as Pip is channeling his ultimate, we get rid of it by standing in the flower. In theory, a really easy fight. It can get messy with 3 bosses doing all their mechanics, but as long as you know what mechanic does what, it's fairly easy to do the right stuff and move correctly. Yep, that's it. Thanks for listening. Probably not the best video as the fight is really easy. GG's. See you guys.